Let's talk Deebo. Deebo was trending on Twitter all weekend because one, nothing is going on in the news, and two, he was on camera denying a kid an autograph. Bad look. And that's what everyone saw. As the details came out, people realized, well, it was at his football camp for 400 kids. There were rules passed out to the parents saying no autographs, because the whole idea is to be interacting with Deebo Samuel. The parent really set the kid up, videotaped it, made him look bad. Afterward, Deebo made it right, took a picture with them, and sent every kid home with an autographed photo. It was a very interesting story. What do you think of Autograph Gate?
Okay, let me Autograph Gate. I have one question. I didn't follow this. When Deebo declined to sign for the kid, was he polite?
Yes. I can't do that, bro. I think I can't do that, bro. I think is what he said.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm 100% on Deebo's side.
Yeah.
100%. Now, when I was a young man, I had some very schmucky stances, and I might have made a whole big federal case about you denying a kid and all of this. Now I'm 76 years old. There were rules. He was caught in the middle of the rules. I'm talking about Deebo.
Yeah.
He was polite and he made it right. Plus, he was lovely to do the camp.
Yeah.
Everything I know about him, which is very little, he's a good guy. Mm-hmm. I think the father was a putz to set up Deebo. I think the father was at fault and used the kid.
Yes.
Use the kid. I would never use you, Iggy.
Yeah. Who was that autograph for? The
exactly.
kid or the father? Yep.
Yeah, I would never do that to you.
No.
So I don't like what the father did. I think he put Deebo in a very bad position. Deebo did the only thing he could do, and then he made it right. So what was the general reaction on social media about Deebo?
Well, at first it was a lot of outrage towards Deebo. And then when the facts came in, a lot of people jumped to his defense. It was very polarizing. And I think the reason so many people were outraged at Deebo Samuel is because he requested a trade. So literally anything he does, he could put a picture online, he could take a picture down, he could do anything. And if it looks a little bit suspicious, people will be mad at him because he went from being the hero to being the anti-hero. Yeah. And that's just the way, I mean, we're not really sports fans, but that's how sports fanaticism works. If you're in, you're a hero, you're a saint. When you take yourself out, people will just look. So I think he was kind of a victim of his own negotiating tactics.
Yeah, okay. Also, football's a business.
True.
You have to understand that. They don't play because only because they love it. They don't have that many years. It's a business. You said something interesting. At first, people were angry at Deebo, but when the facts came in, it got more complicated.
Yes.
Social media really pisses me off.
Right.
How about facts first?
There's like a 7-second video and everyone's like, oh, I've seen enough. You don't know anything. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. How about learn what the hell you're talking about before you have an opinion? Now, of course, you've been guilty of that. I've been guilty of it. I try my best not to be like that, but you make a mistake. But give Deebo a chance. Find out the facts before you roast the guy.
I want to give myself credit. This was the only story all weekend. It was #1 trending on Twitter. People were saying, Grant, you got to make a comment. I waited until the very end to say something because I knew it was a weird story. And I didn't want to come down moralizing on Deebo Samuel on something trivial with like one thing of evidence. So I waited and then it all worked out. And I figured, of course. So I want to give myself credit on that one.
Okay. Has he blocked you on Twitter?
Yes.
He should unblock you now because you defended him.
Yeah, I've only ever praised him too. Anyway, that's okay. I don't need it. Whatever.
I'm joking.
But yeah, Deebo Samuel, very interesting story. But one more thing I wanted to say. When I was a kid, when I was 7, you brought me to the Niners and I got those autographs. Steve Young, Brent Jones, Jerry Rice. After that, I never got autographs. And you would still bring me to teams and locker rooms and stuff, but you always said, don't ask. I was like old enough. Don't ask for autographs.
Right.
Don't do it. What you do is you introduce yourself, you shake their hand and say, hi, my name is Grant Cohn, and ask them a question like a journalist, like a person. And that's how you always taught me. And I figured this kid is 10 years old. The dad should have told him better. Man, don't do that. Because what you're really doing is asking a stranger for something. It's very impersonal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very transactional and impersonal. Anyway, you always taught me that from a young age. Don't ask for autographs.
Right. You met Dusty when you were a kid.
Yeah.
and you shook his hand, you chatted with him, but you never asked for his autograph.
No. No. Because what was your philosophy? It's not cool. It's really not a cool thing to do, and they'll look at you as just another fan who wants something from them.
Yeah, and also I had been habituated to it. As a journalist, you're not allowed to go around asking for autographs.
Right.
Iggy, do you remember one time we were in the? Okay, I'm not going to use a name,
No.
But we were in the press room. It was that little trailer they had.
About 10 years ago.
Would you say? And
Yeah.
there was some guy who had a big mouth, and I didn't even know him.
Uh-huh.
He comes in and he's talking behind me.
Uh-huh.
You know, Maddie was there, you were there, Barrows was there, and he's saying, I got this autograph, and everybody was quiet. And I turn around and said,
LaMichael James signed my ball.
Is that what he said?
Michael James signed my ball. Yeah.
And what did I say?
You said no. I forget what. Tell me what you said.
I think I said, "Don't you come in here and talking about that shit."
Yep.
I said, "We're professional journalists."
That's right.
And we're professional journalists. We don't get autographs. Who the hell are you to come in here and talk about that? And then he stuck out his hand and he said, "My name is." I said, "I don't want to shake your hand. Get out of here." Isn't that what happened?
Yes. Yes. And then he was new, and then shortly after he was gone. He was a freelancer, and his outlet had not properly vetted him. Anyway, he
was the one. We were on the road, and it might have been Green Bay. Yeah. He didn't have a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to you because we were sharing a hotel room, and he said, "Could I
crash on the floor? I'll throw a couple bucks your way." I said,
"I'll throw a couple."
Hell no. Hell no.
As my
Hell
mother,
no.
as
Best
my
decision
mother
I ever
would
made.
say,
I don't even know that much about him, but wow.
Kiss me and tuchus. That's what my mother would say. Kiss my ass.